Rated R Wrestling Podcast. Go! Uncensored and unapologetic. Rated R Wrestling starts now.
Hey yo!
What's
going on? This is Aaron, aka StudMuffin Supreme. I'm joined here by...
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Michael.
Yeah, and this is the Rated R Podcast.
Wrestling Podcast.
Absolutely. Rated R Wrestling Podcast.
Too hot for radio.
Yeah. And this is our maiden voyage, episode 1. And we're going to kind of kick things off a little bit by just going over the most recent things that have gone on. So we're going to discuss Crown Jewel and Raw, which has happened on October 13th. So wherever you're watching this, that's point of reference. So we can go ahead and start with Crown Jewel. Big news out of that one. The big main event, Seth Rollins wins. Was that the right call?
It was very predictable.
At the time, it's very questionable, but considering we're sitting here in the future, looking back on it and what they did moving forward.
Yeah, in hindsight, when you take in consideration what happened.
But no, at the time, very questionable.
I was kind of hoping he would win because he's never beat Cody, and I figured they got to establish not only him actually getting a win, but give a little bit of credibility to the world title, because it's kind of been like second banana. Plus, Cody won last year, so I figured maybe it might have been the right call to give Seth.
Well, they made it so damn predictable. They made it like on the nose that he was winning. I mean, even fucking Stevie Wonder could see it coming.
True. Fair enough. But, I mean, sometimes you might need a little bit of predictability. So.
Yeah, sometimes I guess, but still, I was like, oh yeah, he's winning. Ain't no doubt
I mean,
about
especially when there's a rigid plan in place, predictability is gonna happen.
Oh, for sure.
it. Yeah, that's true.
All right, so we'll move on. Rhea and Io won. What do you guys think about that?
Oh,
I actually love it. I actually hope they keep going with it. I hope it turns into Tommy Dreamer and Raven. I really do. I hope they go 100%.
In regards to, like, who's the Tommy Dreamer, who's the Raven?
Well, obviously...
Because you're referring to, like, Rhea never being able to beat her.
Yes. I hope they make it an inch and they give everyone hope, but every single match. No.
Yeah,
Io wins every single time.
I agree, and Io's got to turn heel. My opinion, I just think... Or either that or she's got to quit it with that horrible cutesy shit.
why?
She needs to be more
Why?
serious.
She's like a fucking teddy bear, man. She's like all cute and shit.
Well, I kind of see where they're going, especially the whole... You can kind of see her and Rhea trending in maybe a... not necessarily a faction or even a tag team role, but definitely in a more friendly manner. And I definitely see Io and Rhea being a distraction more as a team to make you forget
That's fair.
wanting Rhea to win.
That's a good point.
As long as it gives us an excuse to look at them all the time, I am okay with they won.
You guys like what they're doing with Asuka and Kairi, though?
Kyrie! Now that's good. That's gold.
That is. Especially when she bitch slapped her on Raw. I think she like bitch slapped her.
I think they're on the right path with this. I think eventually we're going to get the payoff that everyone hopes for, that Kyrie, backstabs Asuka, whatever.
Oh, that's coming.
Yeah,
I hope it's the long stew. And not,
So they play the long
not
game.
the short-term satisfaction everyone wants.
Yeah, you want to play the long game with that one.
I hope... I mean, no one wants to hope for abuse. But I hope that they milk this whole Kyrie being under Asuka thing a little longer before they give everyone the reveal they want.
Yeah, they got to hit that sweet spot because they don't want to go too long, and then it just be dead on arrival.
As long as she
But
don't
they got
go
to find
back.
that sweet spot.
As long as she don't go back to that pirate gimmick, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, there's only one person who has a pirate gimmick that would work, and that was Pirate Paul.
Oh, come on. I think it would work if it was in memory of Paul.
There you go. That's a good idea. Give her the old Pirate Paul Burchill theme song. Have her come down from the...
Have her swinging from... Speaking of which, have you noticed they're getting more elaborate with the very basic entrance setup that Triple H is known for?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a little more... maybe a little more framing around it.
Yeah, they're giving us a little bit of tidbits here and there.
They are. Maybe she swings off of that.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh yeah, oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
What,
I say bring the fist back, but they'll never do it.
what does she swing off of if they have the smaller sets? Where the fuck she gonna? What she goes?
They'll find that she's a small lady. She can swing off something.
But a trivia question here:
Yeah.
Do you know whose fist that's modeled after?
Well, that's Big Show.
That's correct.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes, the
You know, that was
SmackDown
his-
fist is a cast of the Big Show's fist.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Shit.
I mean, who else's big fucking wrist they gonna get up there on that stage?
You know, now that you say that, it makes sense. But what the fuck am I gonna? I ain't gonna fucking know that.
I mean, who the hell?
I would assume if it was after anybody, it'd be Vince. But
That's my fist, pal.
The Iron Fist of Power.
It's
Right.
ruthless aggression.
All right, we're gonna move to the women's match, the big title versus title match. Stephanie versus Tiffany. Was Stephanie the right choice to win, or was Tiffany the right choice?
Yes, she was the right choice. Tiffany's born. Listen, if she don't quit slipping her nipples out of her ring gear, man, it's the only thing that she's doing noteworthy. Otherwise, she ain't doing shit.
I think Tiffany's peak's over. I think that it's Stephanie's time for her push, and I think you can clearly see that they're doing that because she's like getting pushed to the moon. My concern is people are, and you see it online. People are like, "This is so stupid. They're building her gimmick off a fucking ass move." It's like, no, that's not her finisher. If it was her finisher, I can understand it. But Rikishi got over as hell by using his big fat ass.
He got a fucking T-shirt that said "Back that ass up" with his ass cheeks on it.
Yeah.
and some fucking mongoloid probably bought it. So, who fucking cares if that's the case?
I mean, sure, her English is not that great, but who gives a shit? She can go in the ring.
Yeah, we all know how they do with the non-speaking English people. In
I
WWE.
personally hope that they build toward a Rhea and Stephanie match myself. That's my big match. I want to
Oh
see.
fuck yeah, I want to see them. Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of Fatu asses, I would like to bring point to this. Obviously, isn't the plan that they wanted, but with the Naomi pregnancy, they've had.
Oh
to,
yeah.
They've had to move forward
Oh, I know you love that.
with alternate plans. I don't think it was Stephanie's time originally for her.
No,
push.
I don't think so either.
That being
we got a
said,
hell of an
I
upgrade.
think them moving forward the way they have with it is kind of responsible on their part for once with an NXT superstar.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't think that was their plan, and I
No.
think they may look for an opportunity to revert back to an original plan at some point.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Naomi hadn't have gone out, she would still be the champion. Right now. There's no doubt. I don't, because she was red hot with her new gimmick, which I know that still doesn't impress you.
No.
Do you like her better now than you still do Battle Cow?
I hate them both equally.
And for those that don't know, when he's referring to Battle Cow, he's referring to Nia
Fat. I mean, yeah, she thinks she's fucking Yokozuna now doing the bonsai drop. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell he does not like
And then
Nia Jax.
Naomi ripping off Owen Hart with the caution tape and all that. The fuck is her problem?
But you gotta admit, they upgraded her theme song. Like, instead of doing the glow...
generic track number fucking 15 out of...
Well, that's not Naomi's fault. That is Def Rebel.
Fuck Def Rebel, man.
You know,
Fuck
ever
Def
since
Rebel.
they have moved to Def Rebel, there hasn't been a good theme song.
I mean, fuck, they're giving the guys their own
At least
songs
CEOs gave us glorious.
Oh, I know. They're...
back. And Shinsuke, you know, the Rising Sun
I would
song.
argue CFOs is on par with Jim Johnston. I really do.
Maybe a close second. Jim
They're
He
right
Johnston
up
gives
there,
them a
number
run
one.
for their money because...
Y'all forgot about one guy. What
What?
about Jimmy Hart? What about fuck the mouth of the self, Jimmy Hart?
Okay, well,
He didn't do a lot of composing for entrance
No,
music.
but he
though. He
did-
did a lot of music.
He did the
composition.
backup vocals in Shawn Michaels' song. Little fun fact that you didn't know that. That
I
was
did
Jimmy,
not know that.
That was Jimmy Hart. So the part where he goes, "Sexy boy,"
oh, I can hear it now.
that's Jimmy Hart with that little Weasley voice.
Oh,
Oh, see,
Don't you talk
when
about
you
Jimmy
said
Hart,
that,
brother.
I was thinking that. Sean! And I'm
Sher-
like,
the Sherry
they
one?
really must have blew they must have played with the knobs on that one.
I like Sherry Martell's song. Cool. It's
Oh,
actually not that bad. People
nice.
hate it, but I like it.
but
yeah, at least they're giving the old guys their songs back. Like,
I did. They
they-
gave Shinsuke his old song back.
Yeah, and
Street Profits got
Street
their old
Profits,
song
yeah.
back.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
We need to keep this going. Sheamus, he needs his back. Drew, I don't mind Drew's song he's got now. It's fine. It's okay.
It's really just a remix of his Def Rebel version.
Well, it was
not Def Rebel, CEOs.
Well, at first it was a rip-off of the Bludgeon Brothers. Everybody remember that song?
I do. They
ripped it off.
You play both of those songs together.
It's the same fucking songs with different notes.
They have a pretty similar cadence.
So they did good, giving them an upgrade, but Broken Dreams is fucking goat, dude. It's goat.
You got they teased it for us a couple years ago, but
yeah, they like the dick teases with that, don't they?
And then
Broken Dreams would get old fairly quickly.
Yeah, because they got to do that long intro.
It would get the pop, and it would be cool for like a month. And then after that, after you hear for like the millionth time, it's gonna get old fast.
Well, we could thank SVR 2011 for that because they did that bullshit. So
fair enough. They could always, once the luster's gone, they could switch it to where the theme song kicks in. It cuts out that opening like drowning out part. But
yeah, I mean they cut the intro. Fuck, they did it for Sheamus. At first, he had a long intro that. Lobster head.
Yeah.
And then they just, cut straight to the song and get to the point.
And why don't we give Rusev his theme back?
Yeah, where's the fucking Accolade song or whatever they call it?
I see why they don't give Rusev his song back with the whole Russian-Ukraine aggression right now.
Oh, yeah, that'd be too sensitive for that.
They want to distance him from the Russian gimmick because, A, he's not Russian. Yeah. Let's remember that, guys.
Oh, he's American now. Well, he's
but still, he's not a born Russian anyway.
Right, yeah.
He's from Bulgaria.
Bulgarian, yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I see your point on that one. I guess I'm just a sucker for that old theme song.
Oh, nostalgia hits like a freight train.
It's a fucking drug. I mean, that's why we always look at the old shit all the time. So we'll get more into that another time. But yeah.
The next point, we'll skip to the beginning. Bronson Reed beats Roman Reigns in a street fight. Is that the right call?
Yes. If you're building Bronson Reed up as one of your future stars, why not have him beat a top guy like Roman? Now, granted, Roman's eating a lot of fucking pinfalls now lately. I mean,
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. 2 years ago, he was beating everybody. Now he's fucking losing now.
Yeah, because now you got to add to the list Bronson Reed. Was it Baron Corbin? I'm thinking of all the people that have given Roman a singles pinfall loss the past few years.
Shane McMahon.
Shane?
Yeah, remember he beat him back at
World Cup
at one of the Saudi shows a few years ago.
World Cup.
Was it World Cup or was it Super Show Shit Down or what? Wait a minute. It was the show where Goldberg almost killed Undertaker.
The Royal Rumble of 2020 was the last time he lost before his tribal chief stuff started.
I thought he won that. Oh, that way.
Baron Corbin beat him.
No, I thought he won that match.
No, Baron Corbin is on record to have a dub over.
Okay, that was another match.
Before he went away and did his tribal chief thing, Baron Corbin had.
That was a steel cage.
That was the last pin. He had the last victory over until.
That was after the Royal Rumble. Okay, yeah.
Now, granted, one of the Usos pinned him in a tag match, but that we were talking about.
He can't.
1-on-1.
Apparently, no.
I don't know. I think this is good if they're going to try to build Bronson. I would have preferred to see Braun beat Roman 1-on-1. That's just me. Yeah, maybe they're gearing for that because that's just kind of written because they both use the spear. I kind of like that idea.
Well, think about it now. Bronson Reed pinned Seth Rollins last year. He pinned Randy Orton on SmackDown last week. And now he's pinned Roman Reigns. And now he's adding another guy to his list.
I mean, at this rate, they got to push him pretty hard if they're going to do that. Now, granted, it wasn't the most clean win.
Yeah, but a win's a win.
Okay, so here's my thing with the match. The finish, they got right. But the thing with the street fights being localized to wherever they are.
The Australian
Outback.
I hate that
gimmick.
It was
fucking
more
hate
of a
that.
gimmick than it was an actual match. And if you're going to do a street fight and,
call it a fucking street fight.
Well, even if they call it to the local wherever they're at, live up to it being a street fight.
Yeah.
That was a glorified wrestling match with some gimmick spots.
Yeah. They don't. That's because every street fight now involves the same fucking 4 weapons.
Go big. I wanted to see didgeridoos. Bring out didgeridoos. Hit him over the head with those fucking
Fuck, they're in Australia. Bring out a stuffed kangaroo and fucking smack him with it or something. I don't know.
Go big or go home.
Fucking hit him with some Vegemite.
You want a Mr. Kangaroo version instead of Mr. Iguana? You want Mr. Kangaroo?
No, hey, Mr. Iguana is pretty fucking awesome. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I like that little bastard.
We'll start it starts a scary precedent if we start bringing in more stuffed animals.
I think you know what? They need to quit.
Well,
doing
Santino's technically in good graces. He'll bring the freaking Cobra back.
Fuck yeah. Cobra, go on and book it. WrestleMania 42. Hell yeah, book it.
Bring Mick Foley into it, Socko.
Oh, God, we had the three-way
we'll have a
dance.
fucking battle royal.
No, I think they should just quit doing the theme street fight gimmick. I hate that. Every city they go to, it's a Detroit street fight.
Chicago street fight.
It's a Cincinnati street fight.
If they do any variation on street fight, it should be like unsanctioned.
No, unsanctioned.
Lights out.
Lights out.
Lights out. Something
underground.
Or instead of doing a street fight, like say, Chicago street fight, New York street fight. Okay, any street fight here in the U.S. in those major cities, they're gonna look fucking similar. Okay, maybe if it's a Punjabi street fight, maybe that might be a little bit.
Let's not do any more Punjabi matches ever again.
Well, to be fair, to be slightly stereotypical, imagine dudes being barefoot and those white. I don't know what they wear, but the white little gimmicks, and they're having to serve street food and cook it with their feet.
You ever seen that one? You ever seen that one?
I think the street food would win.
No, it could be like that. It'd be like that one Indian guy on TikTok. He sits in the street of India and he's barefoot. He's all crisscross and he serves like a bowl of shit.
And he's cutting the onions with his toenails.
Oh, yeah, but his fucking little jagged ass
it's
toenails.
pretty repulsive. But
now here's an interesting variation on a street fight that I'm no aficionado on every other variation of wrestling.
We're professionals, people. Remember.
But I don't think too many of the street fights have actually begun in the street.
No.
See,
would be. You can even literally call it a street fight in the street. I mean, it sounds redundant.
That is kind of weird.
They have the money. They could block off a square.
Fuck yeah,
they
easily.
Could.
And then have spectators around it, like
have paid actors, like they did the whole supermarket.
Yeah, have them standing around.
Supermarket.
And if they get too close out of boundary, have them fucking push them back in.
So I never understood why they called it a street fight. I always thought it was strange. I liked it better when it was a no holds barred or no disqualification.
Yeah, because those would that
makes sense. No holds barred and anything goes.
Street fight implies we're going to be fighting on the street, and they 9 times out of 10 they never do.
Back, I don't know if y'all remember, 25 years ago, WCW used to have hardcore matches start in the backstage area. That's how they start the match in the backstage area. Then they would go to the ring.
Yeah,
do that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would freshen it up if they.
But and also too the street fight matches have the same fucking weapons over and over again: kendo stick, steel chair, steel steps, table. We need more weapons.
Slim Jim branded table.
There you go.
Well, sponsored by Slim Jim. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, snap it to a Slim Jim.
And Macho Man
table. Yeah, smacked him to the table. Yeah, pay my royalties.
We can use more Prime bottles too.
Oh, the Prime spot.
Yeah, well,
the crowd pops every time the Prime gets disturbed, slightly disturbed.
I wonder why.
And you know what the sad part is? No matter how much we get happy, gets knocked down, Logan still smiles because he's still getting that money.
Every time you turn the camera, he gets paid.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that to Gatorade.
I mean, I don't actually know that that's his deal, but it seems like it.
Yeah.
Well, whatever deal he's got, it fucking sucks, and he needs to go back to being a shitty YouTuber and stay out of the ring.
He'll be champion one day.
Quit watching again.
Speaking of championship level, this wasn't the main event, but it should have been. Cena versus AJ Styles. Did it steal the show? I think it absolutely did.
Absolutely, and that was their goal.
That was.
Yeah.
Knowing that they're like, they didn't put us in the main event.
We're going to go out there and fucking tear it down.
I bet you they needed to be walking right back in the curtain and go, follow that motherfucker.
Like how Batista did in WrestleMania 23.
Yeah.
When he walked to the back after he had his match with Undertaker and goes, top that.
And it shows how good that fucking match was. It didn't have any fucking build.
There was
just
no build.
Announced. This match is happening. Okay, AJ mentions it maybe once or twice on Raw.
WWE wanted it to fail because it was something the crowd demanded and they had to change what they were doing.
It doesn't help
and anytime they have to change their plans, they want it to fail.
Well, It doesn't help that they failed this fucking retirement tour, so now they got to make it up with 4 dates left. Now they got to play catch up now. I'm like, oh, fuck, now we got to make it good now.
Well,
They've been
they
shitting
knocked
the bed
it out of
for
the
7
park,
months.
in my opinion.
They did. All the tributes were awesome.
Especially fucking AJ coming out in his old TNA gear.
Yeah, not a lot of these fucking youngins didn't catch it, but I was like, yes.
And then Cena doing the little sly sneaking in the announcement there for him.
That was awesome. And then the fucking ring announcer's hair too.
Oh God!
Yeah, I heard about your
Taylor
rant, folks. Rant. It's a rant.
Rant coming about
Be
hair.
prepared.
I'm sorry, guys, but it's so distracting. It is, especially during a main event ring announcement. You know, and you know what they used to do back in the day? They would darken the ring except for two spotlights. The guy in one corner and the guy in the other. And they were paying Bruce Buffer millions of dollars to sit in the dark. You know what they do now? They let Alicia Taylor have a squid on her head.
I thought she liked Statue of Liberty in her fucking hair or something like that.
I'm sorry, guys.
Take someone's eye out.
It's distracting. It should stop.
As much distracting as when
I get that, you know, it's part of a culture, and that's cool, but she's part of a sport that it doesn't necessarily put a whole lot of attention on the ring announcer.
Well, they did with Samantha Irvin, and then she said, I don't want to do it no more.
Exactly, and then she bailed.
And she fucking left and went with her dipshit husband.
Ring announcer.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was disappointed when she left because I thought, holy crap, she's actually pretty damn good. Like I can't even name you the dudes that they interchange over on SmackDown. The dudes with the faux hawks or whatever they're called. But she was stuck around and I don't mind Alicia Tate. I like her a little more than you do. The hair can be distracting, not as much as it is to you for me.
Take someone's fucking eye out with that.
But yeah, she's very colorful in her choice. She can be very distracting. That is true.
Very.
But still, that was still awesome.
AJ,
the genuine reaction he got from the introduction, and then the freaking tribute spots in those matches too.
The tributes! Oh my god, the Bray Wyatt tribute. Then everyone brought their phones out and did the Firefly gimmick.
And then freaking Cena putting them in the walls of Jericho, and they got the huge pop.
Oh hell yeah!
You bet you Jericho's sitting back going, I gotta go back, don't I?
Well, that Saudi money's gonna have to come in. Yeah,
I think I bet you he was looking at that, thinking that, because like that was pretty cool. I don't remember what were the other tributes that they did. I know they did.
AJ did the Angel's Wings.
Okay, yeah, Chris Daniels,
and they even called it the Angel's Wings on there.
I know he did. I know he did the thing, the Kazarian move that they
flux capacitor.
Yeah, it's called what, the Dead Eye now.
Oh yeah, the Dead Eye with that.
I saw some guy go, that's Hangman's Dead Eye. You don't call it whatever the hell Kazarian's move was.
Kazarian's done that for like.
I'm sorry, AJ
years.
Would probably think that was Kazarian's move because they wrestled up to they grew up. Yeah. So, but yeah, those were pretty cool spots. I'm trying to remember. What other spots did he do? I know there was like 6 big spots.
There was the crossface that kind of for Edge, I guess, or that Cena did. It was like a crossface move.
Well, I know he did the Edge spear tribute a couple weeks ago. That was cool.
It wasn't a Chris Benoit tribute. Don't get your panties in a wad.
You know what? I called it a Chris Benoit tribute, and I stand by it. Chris Benoit was a great wrestler, and yeah, what he did was horrible. But you're allowed to tribute his work. You're allowed to respect the person in the ring outside of separate from the person outside the ring. I mean, Grizzly Adams was a horrible person, and we still kind of talk about him with some reverence.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
True. Yeah.
Especially if you talk.
I think there's some justification in that argument you can make. Somebody can make the argument the other way, but I mean, he was. How can you go without hiding all the shit that he did? It's hard to do that. They've tried. They
tried to sponge him out, but they failed.
Yeah, but still somebody's still going to say, when you see somebody wrench back a freaking crossface, you're not going to not think about Chris Benoit.
Yeah, especially when they do the
Now younger kids, the younger fans probably have no idea.
They have no idea who the fuck Chris Benoit is.
That's probably by design.
He's been erased from history outside of.
He's been deleted.
Yeah, which sucks
unless you're watching the footage, which. Let's be honest, after 2025, the footage rights go up in the air, and who knows? That could be scrubbed from history with the next buyer.
Yeah. You'd have to be lucky to have DVDs or some shit,
Like there's been DVDs of Chris Benoit that they're like rare. Like
it also takes away from think about it. Eddie Guerrero's best moment he shared with Chris Benoit. You can't. It's hard to show that now.
Right. It was their peak. It was. They reached the mountaintop.
Kurt Angle's half of Kurt Angle's matches.
Yeah.
Well,
he's with Benoit.
Well, he's gone on record saying that Benoit was his best opponent. Like, that was it, and he's not afraid to admit it.
Absolutely.
And he don't even condone what he fucking did. So it's okay to acknowledge that he was a great fucking wrestler, while not condoning what he did at the same time.
Exactly.
People need to understand it, but
No. Don't do what you did. No.
well then, fuck you then.
Although New Jack's rant on
Yes.
I get a kick out of listening to that every now and
Oh
then.
my god! If you want a good rant to listen to, just listen to that.
Yeah, just go to YouTube and type in New Jack rant on Chris Benoit. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Honky Tonk Man put some 2 cents in it, but then here comes New Jack to overshadow him.
Yep, New Jack stole the one.
Now,
on that.
having not seen that, give us some highlights. I mean, obviously, we're not gonna hit the.
Basically, it's Iron Sheik, New Jack, and Honky Tonk Man. God, talk about a car ride I want to be in. But
With a joint.
yeah, they're sitting there, and somebody brings up Chris Benoit, and New Jack just unleashes. Basically, he's talking about, this motherfucker. I don't want to hear anybody talk about CTE because I've hit him in the head with a chair, and he's covered his fucking head. And he was a friend of Nancy, so he was pretty pissed about that because he's like, if a bitch is gonna yell at you, smack her one good time and then leave the bitch alone. You don't have to fucking kill her and the kid who's got your picture on their wall. And he was just, it was completely unhinged. I cannot do it a justice.
I think Honky Tonk Man even said, "If you gotta kill the bitch every now and then, fuck, you gotta do what you gotta do."
And New Jack he's like, I respect you, Honky Tonk Man, but you're fucking wrong. I'm gonna have to just spill out. And he verbally eviscerates Chris Benoit. So if you're a fan of Chris Benoit, you may not like what he says, but I think it's something you gotta watch because that's one of the best unhinged shoots I've ever seen in my life. I can't do it justice, so I won't do it anymore. But
that goes to show you nothing is off limits in this podcast, folks. So if you don't like it, then don't fucking.
Yeah, I should have mentioned it earlier, but we are unapologetic and uncensored. So
it's in the logo.
So if you're not a big fan of unhinged swearing or crude humor, this may not be the right podcast for you.
Well then I got.
But if it is, fucking how are you? Welcome aboard. Thanks for
welcome,
listening.
you fucking scumbag.
Going back to the Benoit thing, it does sound like it's worth a watch. I'll have to watch it on my own time.
I would recommend it. It's every once in a
fantastic.
while I pull it out just to listen to it because it's.
I'll put you in a fun mood.
And Iron Sheiky Baby barely spoke on that, so that I wish.
That's saying something. You steal the show from Iron Sheik.
If you keep him quiet, that tells you something.
Fucking Rock Gunkin.
So yeah, with the John Cena thing. So looking back on it, do you think this is better now because they pivoted from the heel turn?
We're not gonna forget the shit in the bed of the heel turn. We're not gonna forget that.
The only thing about the heel turn that I really liked, and then I'm kind of upset now that because of the pivoting back, it kind of killed off Ron Killings.
Yeah, they did all that. They did that old big spiel, bringing him back, and he came back, and he had a new gimmick and all that. It was going back to Ron Killings, and now we're back to the
because
same
Ron
old shit.
Killings can't work now if Cena's back to being a goody two babyface.
Yeah, so now he's back to being just regular R-Truth now.
What if it was Ron Killings that turned Cena back face? That would have been cool.
I thought that's what they were doing.
And they could have even done a double turn.
They could have, but we're just gonna have Cena just randomly turn babyface again.
Well, I see why they wanted to pivot from the horrible mistake that was the heel turn call. It's a little. I mean, yeah, at first it was a pretty big pop.
Thanks, Dwayne.
But it wore off over time pretty quickly, and then they didn't really capitalize on it too well, and it kind of got stale.
Yeah, I mean the initial turn was great.
Oh yeah, the initial reaction was awesome. It was
they just couldn't really deliver it.
It was one of the most talked about things in recent memory. Like people were fucking comparing it to when Hogan turned heel.
Like when that first happened, I said this is rivaling the Hogan one, but that was then, and I have to amend that statement because it didn't have the effect.
Yeah, I mean Hogan's heel turn changed the fucking business. Cena's heel turn did nothing.
Yeah,
it ruined his retirement tour.
Yeah.
It's definitely the right move to pivot back to face Cena, but is it too little too late with, what is it, 4 or 5 matches?
He's got 4 dates. He's got 2 Raws, Survivor Series, and a random ass Saturday night's main event. That's all he's got.
Yep.
And
Now that's an odd and seemingly underwhelming last match as a Saturday night's main event.
especially
Well,
when
they're giving it the Goldberg treatment. They're making it a big special. It's going to be his big hurrah. It's in Boston.
Are they gonna? No, it's actually not.
Oh, it's not?
It's in Washington D.C.
Wow, I thought it was in Boston.
Nope. One
They
of his
dropped the ball on the
so
scheduling.
so one of his final Raw appearances is in Boston, which I'm like, okay, wow.
They should
So
have switched.
so they're doing it in fucking Washington D.C. and then they're probably gonna do Gunther as his final opponent.
Okay, I can see Gunther being his last opponent.
No, I like Gunther, but no, he's not. No.
You got to give him somebody that can give him a threat. Because I mean, what?
Let's be honest. I mean, do you put Cena over in his last match,
What do you do?
kind of give him a chance to put one last person over? Give someone the big rub one more time.
How old school is he? Is he one of those that wants to go out on his back? I feel like he's one that gives back. I think that's my opinion.
And here's another thing: does he leave the sneakers in the ring? Does he leave the armband?
Well, he said he's retiring the jorts when he's done. He's not wearing.
So
the
he'll
jorts.
leave. He'll take the fucking jorts off.
Is he-
That's what you're
He's
saying.
going to wear 2 pairs of jorts.
I hope
That's
it's
gonna be a little difficult.
I mean, that'd be
wrestling,
one hell of a
I think.
retirement. He takes his fucking jorts off and his ass is hanging out. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
His
he
bald
has, like,
spot
a
with it, too.
Maybe he brings out a ceremonial pair of jorts and he holds them up like the little Cena
And
flag.
just leaves him. And
Puts the Cena flag on. Yeah.
lays
Like
it
he
in
did
the
at that
middle.
reward show when he came out with the sign on his dick or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They can't do what they can't squish him like they did with Brock. So they'll have to. They need Gunther there, who's a believable threat, but can give him a competitive match.
But it's a lose-lose. Gunther wins, Cena loses on his retirement, and here's our supposed greatest of all time losing on his way out. And then he wins. Oh, well, he just beat one of the new top rising stars. Oh, he just
Okay,
beat him.
well,
Well, let's talk about the greatest and going out at the end. Who went out on top? Did Hogan win his last match?
He did not. It was a random ass house show in TNA.
Exactly. Most legends kind of go out in a whimper more than a hurrah.
I mean, Undertaker
The
went out
retirement tour is a new thing.
yeah.
there. And now we got AJ's retirement tour next year, supposedly. He's retiring next year, so I'm worried they're going to do him just as bad as Cena.
I don't know.
They've done shit with AJ, like, lately.
And the thing about the retirement tour is it for attention? Or are you really going to keep your word? Are you going to be back in 10 years?
It's money.
Money.
I mean, I hear you, but a lot of wrestlers don't keep their word when they say they're done. They get
Ric
the
Flair.
itch
Ric Flair.
5-10 years later.
I thought Shawn Michaels was going to be the exception to that rule.
But we want Shawn Michaels, that we want them, it's on the... All right.
Well, to be fair, I think he may have been told. I mean, I'm sure he had a little input, but I'm sure at one point it was, you don't know how much they're paying us for this match, Sean. You're doing it or you're fired.
Yeah, you're doing it. Hey, you're going to do it, damn
Because
it.
think about it. They already had a bunch of people bail out of that show.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, the fucking Cena bailed out too.
Mm-hmm.
So they were already thin on attractions.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
Minus the ones, that were already dead that they were asking for.
Oh, yeah, like Yokozuna. We want
we
Yokozuna.
got Ultimate Warrior.
Or Stone Cold, who ain't coming no matter how much you pay him.
What? I ain't going over there. Hey, fuck that.
I mean, my hat's off to Stone Cold, minus the one time they bugged him enough to get him to show up at WrestleMania in Texas.
He kept his word.
He hasn't really done anything in a ring.
He said he's done. He's got nothing less to do.
I mean, the deal with Kevin Owens, that was a good way to go out, so why push it anymore,
Right.
Well, I question the quality of that, but I don't think it was his fault.
Well, that wasn't going to
It's
be
what happens when you bug someone who's clearly never planned on coming back in the ring to get in the ring again.
Well, at some point, he has to have somewhat of an inkling of interest, because otherwise, I feel like he would. If he wasn't going to do it, he wasn't going to do it. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be a wrestling match, so I think the consolation to him was, well, it's just going to be a brawl. I can do that.
Yeah. Which
Get the big pop.
actually turned out way better than we thought.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. I mean, Austin took bumps, and I'm sure Kevin Owens was fangirling like I would because he was a big Stone Cold guy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and he got to have his fucking final match at WrestleMania in the main event.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a way to go out.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And then Undertaker, he went out in a good way.
Well, he had to kind of redo that.
Yeah, because he tried to go out a few times.
Yeah, and
fucking Goldberg almost killed him on one of those times.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Goldberg.
I don't think that was intentional. I think that was another one of those cases of hit the money. And rather than ring ready or not, we kind of need you.
Yeah.
And I think they've learned their lesson that year and have put a lot more preparation in these things moving forward. It's happened less and less.
Yeah, because those early Saudi shows, there was at least one thing that went horribly wrong. Freaking Titus World Slide, the freaking cage match debacle. Let's see what else happened.
The runway incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, the airplane. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else.
Shane McMahon winning best in the world.
Yep, that was dumb. Let's talk about what about the aforementioned Shawn Michaels
DX
match that went horrible.
Yeah, so bad Kane's mask tried to get out of it.
Cost Triple H's pec.
And Kane's mask said, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was horrible. But at least
Goldberg killing the Fiend.
Again, fuck you, Goldberg. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm sure you're nice, Bill. Bret Hart says hi.
No, he ain't nice. He's not nice.
You don't think he's nice?
Goldberg? Fuck no, he ain't nice.
Your reasoning behind that?
Because he don't give a fuck. That's why.
Okay, let's examine this train of thought. Why does Goldberg not give a fuck?
Because he was well known that when he started in the business, he had no knowledge of wrestling whatsoever. He was a shitbag football player, and he just got into wrestling because somebody saw him at the gym and said, "You need to go to wrestling." And he was, I guess I could do that.
Well, to be fair, Lex Luger was another great example of that.
At least
Tiffany Stratton came right off. She had no previous wrestling experience at all.
Yeah, but at least they had people to guide them. Who guided Goldberg? Nobody, because WCW pretty much threw him out there on camera and had him do 2-minute matches just to get him over, which it worked great. They built a great homegrown talent. Goldberg got the fuck over, but then a certain William Regal kind of had to expose him a little bit there.
Well, WCW had a bad habit of doing that. They also did that with the Giant. He was as green as goose shit.
And he won the world title in his debut match.
Yes. And it wasn't really until he got to WWE that they were like,
your ass needs some
we
seasoning.
thought he was more experienced than this. Yeah. And they sat him under the Undertaker learning tree for what, a year, 2 years?
Snakeskin boots.
Yep, that's exact. Because they had to because he wasn't used to the WWF system.
He wasn't it.
Because it was like and everyone's heard the stories. It was a free for all. Inmates running the asylum.
Too many cooks in the kitchen in WCW.
There wasn't enough structure.
Too many egos.
AEW. Sorry, I had to hack up some hacks.
Yeah. Hot. Yeah, you're funny.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You're funny.
AEW sickos, don't kill me.
Yeah, well, I ain't an AEW sicko, but I admit they're doing actually pretty better for themselves actually right now.
Well, that's a conversation for another day.
I'm sure it is.
But, that was Crown Jewel in a nutshell. Pretty good. Better than WrestlePalooza, I thought.
My country fucking mom. Glad we didn't go.
Probably Cena, I would argue Cena and AJ's best match. Maybe it's a running for it.
It's up there with Royal Rumble in 2017, but I think what made Royal Rumble 2017 stand out is the fact that they had that. This was actually pointed out recently. I found out they kept the match in the ring.
They never left the ring.
They never left the ring, and they did that intentionally.
Yeah.
They said, "Why don't we just stay in the ring to make it unique?" And it worked tremendously.
Yeah,
they fucking had a great fucking match.
Those two
have ungodly chemistry together.
I think at the end of the day, I know everybody says Edge and Cena was his best rivalry. Edge and Orton and Cena. You got to put AJ in there too.
He's up there with.
They've had less matches, but their matches are right up there. I think.
I still think Edge is his best rival, though. I mean,
that's
their rival.
I can't argue that.
Him and Orton wrestled too many times, and I get they're destined to do it forever and bullshit and all that, but they drug it out way too much sometimes. At least with Edge, they knew when to cut it off and then come back to it eventually. Like they would give it like a year or two, and then they would eventually circle back around to it and try it again.
A year or two? I remember some of those rivalry rotations were like a month.
Well,
in
2006.
You're talking about when Edge and Cena got back into it in 2009, right?
Yeah. So 2006, they had the blow-off TLC match at Unforgiven. Then they did cross paths like in 4-way matches and like multi-man matches, sometimes. But they didn't really get back into the thick of it until 2009 for WrestleMania and all that. They had that last man standing match at Backlash that year.
You're right, yeah. So there was a little bit of a separation there, but they did that with Orton too.
True, but then 2009
those two wrestled like every
fucking
pay-per-view.
every pay-per-view they were in the main event, for God's sakes. I mean,
well, they did that, and then 2 years later they did that with Del Rio and Sheamus. Remember that?
he had two worst results because, oh my God, name me one good Del Rio match.
Yeah.
Name me one good one.
I can't think of one at the moment.
Maybe Christian. Maybe tops. Maybe, but other than that, what else?
Del Rio Christian, Del Rio Edge was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
I mean, I wasn't the biggest Del Rio fan either, but separate from his controversial doings or not doings, that's
Del
the
Rio.
thing. I enjoyed his WWE career for the most part.
Couldn't hack it as an MMA fighter, so he had to be a wrestler. Got his head kicked in by Mirko Krokop, and maybe that's what rung his bell a little bit. Who knows?
I don't know. I was kind of a Del Rio mark at first, especially. I mean, I kind of liked him, but
Especially Ricardo Rodriguez.
Oh, he was way better. Ricardo Rodriguez was awesome. He was fucking awesome.
Once he turned face, it kind of diluted a little bit. I liked it when he came back in 2015, and then the League of Nations killed it.
Fuck the League of Nations.
So, I don't know.
Probably the coldest faction I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Let's just throw all the mid-carders in one fucking
They
group.
had
Let's
potential.
I loved the idea, but they just didn't do shit.
Hey,
what they needed to do, and you probably know what I'm talking about. They needed to take the idea from, I think it was WWE 12, and had a United Kingdom faction.
They did.
And have fucking William Regal as the head of that fucking thing.
What about Better Than Utopia from 2009?
If we're going to get on this topic of these storylines in these games, some of them were absolute bangers.
They were awesome.
But some of them were too bonkers to do on TV because you would never believe it. It would be too outlandish. Like the storyline with Candice Michelle and the Wand.
Yes.
All of a sudden, you're Davari speaking in fucking Arabic or something.
SVR
07, 07, yep. And then Viscera was trying to fuck you in the locker room or something. I remember that. He literally came in and brought you flowers and it looked like he was ready to fuck you or something. Do the Visagra or whatever.
Well, there's also the Ric Flair shower scene. I can't remember what storyline that was in.
I thought that was the first SmackDown vs. Raw where you take a shower with all the divas.
No, there's one where like you're getting ready to take one and Ric's already in there or something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's pretty much exposed him as being a perv, and it's like, oh, classical Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
I mean,
Ric Flair. I almost said his real last name, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric
Flair.
Richard Flair.
Yeah. Or what was the one where the Undertaker turned everybody into zombies?
Oh no! I know, my God!
Oh, the Druids.
Zombie Finley, zombie Sam.
That was really all in Ray's head, wasn't it?
It was in someone's head, I think.
I'm
That's
pretty
how
sure
they tied
it
it
was
off.
Rey Mysterio storyline.
And your final boss was the Boogeyman at WrestleMania.
All right, so we're going to talk about Raw from last night. If you're watching this live, which you're probably not, but it was October 13th. We started the show off with the Vision celebrating. Everybody's all happy about it. Seth's gloating. He's the champion of champions. Yeah. Did you notice Braun looked like he was a little ticked off? Like he wasn't feeling it?
Yeah, I could tell he was kind of annoyed.
I felt like, knowing what we know now, they obviously were planting the seeds, but I like that they were subverting expectations once because everybody's like, oh, these Vision promos are just so boring and it's just blah, 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 blah. And I thought they did a good job setting this up because I don't think anybody realized what was going to happen later that night.
Now, I'll be honest, this Vision stuff, I mean, yes, the direction it headed was cool, but it was also a little confusing. I mean, the whole Brock Lesnar showing up thing, the whole Brock talking to Paul thing, it almost planted seeds like maybe Brock was going to step into the shoes of Seth.
I kind of got those vibes too. They were definitely teasing it with the whole Paul thing. You could definitely see that there was dissension between Paul and Seth because Seth, I didn't think like he trusted Paul too much when it came to Brock. Seth knows a lot about how Brock works, so he obviously in the build up of that story, it makes sense that he would have mistrust. So it's like, where are we going with this?
Well, especially the origin of him being with Seth and Paul's history.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he got with Seth in deception. Yeah.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
I get the point of the vision. This is the goal: is to build these guys up. Like you have Seth as the current, top guy, and then you have the two rising stars, and then you got Paul Heyman, who you put in Paul Heyman. That's a recipe trying to make a new star. But when they do the same fucking angle every week in the main event, you have the Usos getting their ass kicked by these guys the same fucking time every week.
It does get a little repetitive.
It gets old fucking quick.
Very much so. That's why, and spoiler, I guess we can go ahead and talk about what happens since we're on this subject. But at the end of the night, Braun has enough of Seth's shit and spears him in two.
That's because his Steiner meth was not adding up.
No, and then we see there's a bit of a conflict there. He's the will they or won't they with Braun and Paul. Bronson decides, you know what, I'm just going to splash the fuck out of him. Paul then joins on the idea, the group. Seems like we got a united front. Seth's gone. At first, didn't make a lot of sense because we're not even that far into this storyline. You feel like this is something they would do after a year, but it's going around that Seth hurt himself at Crown Jewel and they had to pivot.
I did not hear that. That makes sense as far as why they did what they did so dramatically.
Right.
But I feel maybe the Brock teaser is still going to be a thing.
I mean, yeah, they could technically still incorporate that. I mean, they can...
Especially now that Seth's gone. I mean, it makes even more sense.
Yeah, and this injury is legitimate. Is the one that he did a couple months ago. That whole bullshit.
Yeah.
This one's legitimate. They saw him walking around with a cast on his arm. I saw the footage. When he did the coast to coast, he jacked up his arm.
Well, apparently some people even backstage are not buying this one this time.
Well, I mean, kid who cried wolf. I can understand that.
Well, yeah, because he fooled them once, and then they're like, well, fuck, he might be just.
But here's my question now: who's the baby face and who's the heel now? Like, I can't buy Seth automatically being a baby face now when he comes back, or Braun and Bronson being baby faces now. I
Especially if they do war games, what is it, all of a sudden he's going to team with the guys he's been fucking with for months? All of a sudden, they're just going to be buddy pals.
I see Brock coming in kind of being like the new de facto, perhaps, head of this team if they do decide to do it at war games.
I mean, let's not forget, Paul has a roster of guys on the NXT roster. And there could be a thing there.
And also the rumor that Austin Theory's coming back to be a part of that group.
Yeah.
You don't want Austin Theory in there?
Not feeling the Austin Theory.
Not feeling. Not A-Town. Nope. Not A-Town. Nope.
I think. It's because they did that stupid thing with Grayson Waller.
Yeah, that went absolutely fucking nowhere.
Plus, I think honestly, I think they need to throw poor Austin a bone here, because he was in that big push. Vince gets outed, and then it goes down the toilet.
He's basically a fucking jobber at that point. I mean, why'd they have him win Money in the Bank?
I mean, the guy's definitely cut. He looks better than some of the people they've brought from NXT. Jade Cargill, oh shit!
She came from AEW.
She didn't come from NXT, but she should have been there. But who else was looking green the other day?
Somebody.
Someone was looking really green in a women's match. Oh, I feel.
Well, I don't know about green, but I know that freaking Maxine Dupree apparently lit it up the other night with.
Well, apparently she's been training.
That's the one I was thinking of. In that impressive match, there were several botched spots.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, she botched. I guess all that.
And I don't think it was all her fault, but I do believe about 80% of it was. Becky
she was with Becky.
was known for, occasional botch here. There.
Well, I guess Natalia's not that good of a trainer.
I honestly think if you look back compared to where Maxine was wrestling, God, she's leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah, she's better now, but she's been, they've been saying, oh, she's training in the dungeon with Natalia. I'm like, where? Where?
Where? Yeah.
They did post
not a Natalia
footage.
fan either, so.
I did see footage of that dungeon training session, but it looks like they were kind of having more fun than, say, the dungeon sessions with Stu Hart.
Yeah, you took it.
They were definitely having more fun.
Where's your dignity? Where's your dignity? Huh? Come on, tough guy.
If you don't hear screaming coming from the vent, they're not doing it right.
No.
Oh, come on, you gotta admit, if she was training under, like, if Natalia was trained like Stu Hart, she'd probably be better.
Yeah.
She'd probably be better. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, look at all the guys that trained with Stu Hart.
But I think there is a silver lining in all this. I feel like I heard somebody say this, and I agree with it. They should have LaPaul lead a group of young guys. Like, this should be a group of...
That's his main forte.
Because you have this... like, the formula is you get some young guys in there, and then you have an established veteran lead them. What if you just do, like, the young guys? I mean, I don't know. They tried that with the Natural Born Thrillers. That didn't work.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the New Blood and
The
ECW and WCW.
Yes.
Yeah, the New Blood, yeah.
But this could be an opportunity to launch Braun up. The one thing I don't want to see, I don't want to see Seth back, which if his injury is what they're saying is he won't be. But I see people like, ooh, Seth can come back and team with Roman and Punk, and they're like, no, I don't want them anywhere near each other right now.
No, because that would make no fucking sense whatsoever, especially...
But no, this could be a good avenue. Obviously, like we mentioned before, they're doing something with Bronson. They're definitely pushing him.
Yeah, he's getting
And
pushed.
I think Braun is on his way. So that sort of kind of leads to where we go from here, because Punk wins a triple threat match to become the number one contender. Who against who now? Are they gonna vacate it? Are they gonna vacate it? What are they gonna do? I saw some guy mention it. They should scrap, which they won't do it because it's too late. But he said, imagine scrapping the War Games, doing a Deadly Nights tournament at Survivor Series. Punk, since he's number one contender, gets a bye, and then they have everybody fight, and then fight him at the end, and then crown a champion that way. What do you think about that?
Now, considering the fact they already promoted Survivor Series as War Games already, they won't. But
I mean, they could technically, because they could do, and I know this is on SmackDown, but they can do the Wyatt Six and the MFTs. They've already built that up. They could do the War Games with that if they needed a War Game spot.
I mean, they could do that, yeah. But I mean, if they got to do what they got to do and do a Deadly Games 2 again, then fuck it, let's do it.
I mean, they probably won't. This is just hopeful thinking.
It's
Smoking the
fantasy.
opium.
It's fantasy booking, but Hunter won't do it. No, I'm not doing that.
No, I think
Well, Hunter's been on the hot seat lately. He's not going to do anything that could be considered risky, I feel.
But sometimes you got to take a fucking risk, you know? That sometimes the risk pays off.
So what do you think any ideas what you think they're probably going to do? Like, obviously Seth, if he's hurt, they're going to have to strip him. So do they?
They're not literally stripped. We're not going to see naked Seth.
No,
Well,
I mean,
I
Becky
feel they
might,
could.
but-
I feel they could delay this. What if CM Punk gets challenged for the number one contender spot by
That's
say
Bronson or Braun
Or Braun
or
Breaker.
Brock?
or
Brock comes back. Oh, shit.
Ooh, we can run back Punk and Brock.
Yeah, you could do that.
That
Yeah.
buys Seth time to possibly come back. Now he has to deal with possibly Brock and this faction.
Yeah, they could get more and more close. You see Brock starting intermingling with it more, and then sort of when Seth comes back, they're not really happy he's back. So it becomes like, well, whose group is this really, you know?
Yeah, that could be an idea. I mean,
But obviously, based on what happened at the end, that's probably not going to happen either.
no. They're going to do War Games.
No.
They'll do War Games again, and then they'll...
Well, I'm talking about Seth getting speared out of his shoes.
Oh, yeah, him getting speared to a fucking oblivion, yeah.
And then it does kind of make sense, too, because, you know, they don't really need Seth.
No.
And frickin' Bronson was squishing Seth last year in their little rivalry. So it's like, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because I feel like that we were starting to kind of tread water with this group. And it didn't seem like there was a clear end. And I figured this might just be like a blessing in disguise, maybe. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see.
I think there was maybe some give and take here. Let's go back to the weird Becky interweavement.
Yeah.
There for a while. I feel somebody didn't like that. Maybe Paul, maybe Braun, and maybe
Yeah, that's fair.
this move was in maybe a coup because someone was getting a little too much pull.
Yeah, he was getting too high,
Could be it,
holding too
too.
big for his britches, maybe.
I mean, maybe this is speculation, but definitely notice Becky disappeared real fast.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's far away from this as possible right now after that mixed tag match.
Yes.
Yeah, which I mean that's the only reason she was I think brought into that was they had to facilitate something to give a motivation for to have that mixed tag to be built.
But they could have kept it separate, and they chose not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could
And I
have...
feel
I don't think Becky she didn't need to be in the vision.
Well, I feel maybe that was a call from someone within the division. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to be right or wrong here. I'm just speculating.
Just speculating.
You're speculating. Yeah,
I get you. Right. Okay. Real quick, we had Dominic versus Penta for the Intercontinental title, which included Rusev getting involved in that. What do you guys think about that whole dilemma?
Why are they not doing anything with Penta right now? What is Penta doing? Like,
I assumed he was biding time to when they put him in
the
Ray
Lucha Brothers
together.
back together. But they ain't doing fucking shit with Ray.
I mean, I like Dom as Intercontinental Champion. I think
he's
Dom's
great.
doing
He's
great.
doing awesome.
I mean, it's rumored he's going to be one of Cena's final opponents, which that would be interesting. But I don't know. I kind of want to see him and Penta doing more. I like when they're are together. I would, like I said, I also would like to see the Lucha Brothers back together. But I don't know. This whole thing with Rusev, they got to give him something to do because I guess we got the whole him and Sheamus done with because that was like a never-ending story.
Yeah, they did like almost a best of 7 almost at one point.
But yeah, I actually have that written in my notes that Dom and Penta should do a best of 7. But that's just
Fuck, I'd be down for that. Yeah, I mean,
well, if they're going to do that, it would only make sense if they intermingle in between AAA and WWE.
Oh yeah, they could.
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that would
He's got
definitely have some appeal.
He's got the fucking mega
And it
championship.
would bring possibly WWE fans into watching more of these AAA shows.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
if there's their series, they can have some at those events too.
I mean, if they're getting serious with this whole big buyout of AAA, I mean, do something with it.
Because I've heard a lot of grumblings about AAA getting stale since the WWE buyout.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And then
I didn't watch it before, but the people who do are clearly making noise on the internet, and we're hearing it.
and you could tell if you watch some of their recent shows. There's definitely some WWE sprinkling on there.
Oh yeah, but the way they handle it and all that.
Yeah, especially bringing in the Mr. Iguana,
Mr. Iguana and I fucking
trying to capitalize off that. Hey, boy, he sure was there for a cup of coffee, wasn't he?
Well, you know who's producing these shows? Now, I'm not sure when this started, but you know The Undertaker is producing these
Yeah,
shows now.
he was over at their last Triple Mania show. He was backstage doing some shit.
So he seems to be getting groomed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they got to start him if he wants to be interested in that. That's a good place to start. Kind of get his feet wet in the water a little bit. It's just you couldn't picture Undertaker working with Lucha Libre, but I'm sure.
I can't picture Undertaker speaking Spanish.
Hola.
How do you say rest in peace in Spanish? I mean, fuck.
I can look that up real quick.
Google Translate it. Yeah.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, we're professionals. We're professionals here, people.
Translate
We made that into a shirt. We're professionals.
English to Spanish. Let's do rest in peace.
Payaso.
Descansar en pedazos. I don't know how well that's going to get over, but
Now, let's admit, a Spanish Undertaker would be kind of fucking cool.
yeah.
I mean, that you come out with the sombrero and all that, and the fucking poncho
Yeah.
instead of the trench coat and the.
But here's the thing about a lucha taker is, do you paint his face or does he wear a mask? Because let's be honest, he's not going to be barefaced.
He could do the fucking.
The character's got too much going on. They're gonna make him more dead.
Fuck, he could do the Phantom of the Opera thing like he did back in the 90s. He could do that.
I mean, they could, but I feel they would lucha it up a little more.
Probably. I could see him kind of, because they have that Day of the Dead shit down there.
Yes.
They do.
I could see how they could incorporate that potentially. That'd be interesting.
Lucha Undertaker.
I gotta look and see. I mean, they would probably call would it be El Undertaker?
That'd be very interesting to see in WWE Creations, Lucha Taker.
Yeah, if you guys are playing 2K25, I want to see that.
Yeah, do it.
El Enterrador is.
We'll see him in Community Creations.
We will. Somebody will get the idea and make him. They'll give him the sombrero.
El Resto en Piso.
Make that into a shirt too.
Just a couple of brief things. They had Rhea and Kyrie. That was a pretty solid match. I guess. I mean, I kind of wish Rhea was kind of out of this right now. I want to see Io and Asuka. That should be the feud going forward right now. And then Kyrie being in the back. And we touched on it earlier with the, will she or won't she with Kyrie.
Kyrie!
But that's just me. Like, also touching back, I think Rhea needs to gear up. Her and Stephanie need to go at it. But and wrestle.
Yes, very much so. Yes,
Very nice, very nice.
very nice. How much? Kids,
Right.
a lot of kids won't get that reference now.
And then also, while we're in the women's division,
That's an allusion to prostitution, sir. That may not necessarily be legal in all 50 states, sir.
yes,
In some states it's legal, you know.
I mean, if you happen to catch someone in Nevada around the Bunny Ranch, I'm sure there's other states, but I'm not
Yes.
aptly prepared. I live in a very
We live in-
non-legal state for brothels.
right.
Yeah, we're not in the fun states, unfortunately.
Someone wants to advocate for that, and
Yeah, if anybody knows
Southeast,
anything,
I'm sure it'll go
let us
great.
know. Shoot
Yeah,
us an
just-
email.
yeah,
RatedarWrestling@gmail.com. I'm just kidding.
Whatever our handle is,
Whatever fucking handle, I'm sure he'll figure it out.
you can always inbox us on our YouTube channel.
That's right. Give us some ideas. We'll maybe
Well,
take
why-
it on the road.
But while we're in the women's division, what the fuck's going on with Bailey?
bipolar Bailey. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not the only one who thought of this. This is not a creative thing. Everyone thought this from the rip. She's nice to Lyra one half of an episode, maybe even 10 minutes, and then with the snap of a finger, maybe an event or a shove or something like that, she becomes
Unhinged.
Karen Bailey again.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't she teasing being the hugger thing again?
Well,
yeah.
I feel that's the nicer side of this bipolar Bailey is literally the hugger. And she actually, I believe she did do some hugging.
Yeah.
So there was
Much to Lyra's chagrin there that one week. She was very confused.
Right.
she's still confused.
So
I mean, is this good for Lyra? Because she was kind of getting a little stale, too.
she was. I mean,
Oh,
she-
Lyra was getting ready to
Dude, fuck.
get ready to go back on the slow boat back to China. NXT. But I believe Bailey, being very benevolent about women's wrestling lately, wants to uplift the women's roster, and I believe that's her favor is to take Lyra under her. That's kind of a pun.
Wing, under wing, yeah.
Considering Lyra's got.
Woo!
Speaking of which, Bailey was doing the woo thing too, so
Oh,
now she's
fucking
got
hell.
wings.
Oh, goddamn. I'll be goddamned.
Many people were hoping that she'd do more with Roxanne because they had that sort of deal in NXT there. They were teasing because they were kind of like, almost feel like they were the same. I don't know. Most people were hoping for that. That's obviously not happening. But I'm glad. Like I said, Lyra was getting stale, so I'm glad this is sort of kind of like adding a little bit more fire under there a little bit.
It seems like they're not doing shit with Bailey. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
They're doing something. I just don't know what they're doing.
We don't know. It's long-term storytelling. You have to understand.
Yeah.
Well, it has kind of uplifted Bailey a little too. She
Yeah.
was getting stale in her mentor role. I mean, she's still kind of doing it, but in a much more refreshed way.
Right.
I feel like she cooled off right when she won the women's world title last year. She got cooled off.
Well, everyone had the expectation of Damage Control falling apart,
Yeah.
and that kind of overarched any achievement she had there because she
Right.
was part of the entity of Damage Control.
And not only that, even though she was a heel, Io was starting to catch some fire
Oh,
and getting over, and I think she kind of overshadowed her.
Well, to be fair, Bailey may have saw it coming and stepped out of the way because Bailey disappeared rather quickly after that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That seems like. But we'll see. I guess time will tell,
for
I guess.
sure. And I didn't mention this earlier, but we got to talk about the main event again, the triple threat. Punk winning, he's the number one contender.
Also.
So there was two other guys in that match. First one I want to talk about is Jay. Yeet. Do we sense a dark side of Jay coming out?
I feel like they're teasing a fucking heel turn or something.
Well,
A
to
heel
be fair, it's kind of coming. There's only so many times you can yeet. There's only so many times you can run it back, which they did.
Yeah.
You know, now it's happened so many times now. It can't be spontaneous anymore. They're planning airtime for running it back.
I mean, this is the best time to do it when it's at its peak. That's the thing. You gotta take away what they want.
I'll be honest, it was getting old real quick.
That's how you do with the heel. You take it away.
I mean, yes, but right now they're still.
I mean, it's
getting
a slow burn. That's what I'm saying.
They're still getting the yeet. They're still getting the running it back. They're still. Speaking of which, you notice Jay got a haircut?
Yeah.
And his mullet's starting to look goofy now. Now that he looks like he's got a bowl cut. Now that
He's almost getting a Chia Pet level.
A little bit, yeah.
Like he's starting to look like Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm slowly starting to notice some nuances. Like he's not getting too. First off, he's not coming out from the crowd anymore. He's coming out the front, and then he's not really. Once he gets to the ring, he starts doing the yeet, but he's not really jiving it down the ramp like he used to.
Well, that could be psychological, but that also could be habit. I mean, the Usos didn't do much on their way down the ramp before other than run.
Oh, fair enough.
So it might be force of habit. I don't really know quite what to do down the ramp, so I'm just going to talk shit and walk.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Only one person did that good, and that was Stone Cold talking shit down the ramp.
Right. There's no denying that.
Yeah, only one person did that right.
And then, so we'll get Jay out of the way. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
When do we pull the fucking trigger on this guy?
Talk about a big fucking dick tease.
Here's my thing. With this opportunity, fucking put the rocket on him.
Why not?
You know, I feel like they could have, and they should, but I feel like they're not going to. I feel like it's going to be a huge missed opportunity, and I feel like they're going to pick the wrong horse. I feel like as we move closer to the end of the year and WrestleMania season starts coming around the corner, we're going to see a different horse that's not LA Knight.
Yeah.
Again, for what, the 4th year now?
Yeah.
It's been 3 fucking years, and he's been hot.
You're going to blow an opportunity. I mean, there's only so long the fans can want some.
I mean, the dude is over as hell, but how long can that sustain itself?
Right. I mean,
Yes.
eventually it's going to wear off, and people are just going to get over it.
I mean, it's been shown in history, babyfaces get over when they chase the title, but eventually they get the fucking
They
title.
have to win the fucking belt eventually. You don't have to give him a 6-month reign or
Even
whatnot.
Cody got it. I mean,
Fuck yeah, they did.
They could have kept his story going another year. As much as they'd have probably caused riots, people would have still watched.
Exactly.
The story.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of the people I was reading with this stuff, with the LA Knight situation, if you're going to pivot, it's a couple of things, and even I was thinking about it. Do you turn him heel and make him the new leader of the Vision? Setting up, or do you turn Punk heel again? Or do you just have those two feud over, which I personally would like to see, and then they can both just be baby faces? How would you see that? Do you think this is an opportunity for him to, like, if you wanted him to be the world champion from this? What are you thinking?
I think he's too white hot of a babyface to turn heel. Like, I don't think he's still getting overreaction. He's still selling merchandise. People want.
If he turned heel, he would still be getting all the yas, because
yeah, I mean, he could probably go back.
Unless
to
Let's be honest. If he can do as good of heel work as he can face work, we're not.
Just look at his.
There will be no more yas. It'll be boos every time.
No, or better yet, he could go back to being the way Eli Drake was. Dummy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
But I feel he could be a venomous heel if he wanted to be, but I don't think it's time for that either.
That's
I
fair.
think
It's not time.
they haven't capitalized on him being the big heel yet. But that time is coming to an end sooner rather than later. Will they pull the trigger? I hope they do.
Eventually, they're going to have to pull.
But I feel it's another missed opportunity.
Yeah, I see Punk going heel before he does.
Yeah, I mean, Punk turning heel
Or
would be cool.
maybe Tweener?
You know, I don't see that. I think Punk's not necessarily on a retirement tour, but I think Punk's on a leisure tour. I think Punk, knowing he's at the tail end of his career and he's happy just being happy Phil Brooks.
Yep.
Maybe. that could be it. Maybe.
I don't think he is. Not to say he doesn't have it in him. He certainly has it in him. But I feel, why turn him heel at this point? He literally is packing stadiums as a face.
Right.
Well, mostly. I mean, there is a crowd that certainly hates CM Punk, and I feel like we'll have a debate at some juncture.
Oh, I know.
Stay tuned.
Certain people vehemently hate
Big tease.
CM Punk.
We have a friend in our midst our groups that has a very different opinion about Punk than I do, and maybe one day we'll have the great CM Punk debate. But that's a story for another day.
So stay tuned. It'll be an interesting episode.
But yeah, I like even though teasing the ideas of it in my mind, and then what other people read. Ultimately, I wouldn't want either one of them to turn heel. I'd like to see them work a program together because I think they have great chemistry together.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to pivot, do something like that.
I mean, fuck it. People are comparing LA Knight to like The Rock, and then for years you got CM Punk being compared to Stone Cold. Why not do something like that? Do like them types of characters against each other. Just fucking have.
But regardless of what you do, within a year you need to put the belt on LA Knight.
He needs the fucking belt. I mean,
I'm sorry they're in Saudi for the Royal Rumble and everybody wants Sammy to win because he's from there or he's aligned with there.
Whatever.
LA Knight needs to win that Royal Rumble.
Goddamn right he does.
I hate to burst the geographical bubble, man.
Oh shit!
But Saudi Arabia is a good distance from Palestine. Like, it's literally on another peninsula. Like, I mean, it's like it's like flying from, like, say, Kentucky to Texas or something. Mm-hmm. But it's over a body of water. They're not that close.
They're really not. I mean,
well, I only mention that because that's the big rumor is that the Rumble that's in Saudi, they're gonna go with Sami Zayn.
Yeah, but why?
Because he's Muslim, and then he's part of that faith, and all those people. Like, you've seen him when they go to Saudi. He's mega over there.
Yeah, that's fine, but so was fucking Mansoor. But fucking Mansoor.
That's a big turnaround from the first Saudi show when
he was scared of going.
Sammy was scared of going, and not only was he scared of going, I believe if he had went, he either would have been booed out of the building.
Yeah.
Or possibly worse. I don't want to say assassinated, but
there was a lot of concern.
Or, I mean,
fucking riots or something. Yeah, I mean,
I remember when that first show happened. You heard it all the time. He was concerned. People were concerned about because he was one of those people that obviously wasn't going to go. And then you fast forward to a couple years, he's coming out and he's got Hulk Hogan pop.
Yes, and it's just a dramatic turn, like. And I'm not quite sure what the beef there was. I don't know if he was the wrong type of Islam.
It was something to do, if I remember correctly, had something to do with his Syrian descent. He's of Syrian descent, so that some reason had some sort of tie with. And I'm not a geopolitical major, or I don't understand most of what that goes on over there. But I know that was sort of like that was a bone of contention at some point.
Well, that really didn't go away. So what?
That's what I'm wondering, because it was like day or night. He shows up at the Saudi show that one year.
I almost think it was like WWE got clearance from Saudi for it, and it was how they will not like. WWE's like, trust us. We'll put together a package. We'll put together a match. They'll love him by the end of the night.
And then even the build up to that show, they filmed him doing. I guess he was going to Mecca.
I remember the whole big build-up. Yeah.
It was some sort of part of a Islamic pilgrimage.
You have to shave your head upon arriving to Mecca or something like that.
Well, he obviously didn't, but like he
did cut locks.
Yes,
you can. It's an option. It's like, how faithful do you want to be?
Yeah,
from what I understand.
And it was sort of like a spiritual homecoming for him, and it was right at that same event where he got the huge ovation. So I feel like there was some sort of mending that happened there that allowed him to come back.
They do some weird fucking shit over there.
Well, but to be fair, money does strange things too.
True.
So that's Saudi money.
I understand from that perspective why Sammy would be a big favorite to win the Rumble in Saudi. But I think if you're going to do, Sammy's always going to be there. I think you got to give LA the win.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah,
and then we're gonna get a Power Ranger Royal Rumble with the women. So yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna give us some final thoughts here before we go. Here, I know we've been going a little bit long, but hey.
It's live, pal.
First show. That's right. It's live, pal. We're gonna just talk how we feel.
We're professionals here, people. Remember.
But just sort of a wrap up of what we've been talking about. Anybody's got some final? What's your final thoughts? Any interesting thoughts you might want to throw out there?
Well, going back to the Saudi Women's Rumble. Let's talk about the Saudis. Literally, I think it was within a year or the same year of the first Saudi show, they allowed women to drive, right? So, I'm ignorant of the Islamic faith, but to my understanding, the hijab covering is mainly meant to mark territory, like if a married woman, per se.
I believe that you're on the right track there.
So, why can't single women wear normal attire in these Saudi rumbles? I mean,
for fuck's
if
sake,
there's another reason, so be it. I'll admit, I'm ignorant.
I'm a little bit ignorant too. I feel like it's sort of also a modesty thing. I feel like...
Well, that is part of it from what I understand. To not be labeled as a whore.
Right.
But I feel they could keep their outfits modest without literally covering up from neck to ankle.
I mean, they can't be
wrist.
they can't be out there showing their ass cheeks or their...
Oh, no, nothing Liv Morgan style.
No.
They're no fun.
But I think the forearm's okay.
Or,
Just
maybe an elbow.
Yeah.
Or even a shin.
A fucking cankle or
But
something.
now but they've acquiesced to them and allowed them to wear these bodysuits. So like that's why when Kyle mentioned Power Ranger Rumble, they're all gonna be wearing different colored bodysuits.
Yeah, they're all gonna look like fucking Power Rangers, and they're wearing mecha suits out there. So
right.
Now I can't tell who's who. Like, who the fuck's the green one? Where they at?
But the way I see it is, hopefully it's just
someone. Him.
the views. Everyone's views are independent of their own.
Well, I better wear any night armor every time I come out in public now.
Any final thoughts from you? Anything we've discussed, talked about, anything, or something else you want to bring up real quick before we end?
I just think the current product is very weird right now. It's very fucking weird.
Strange times.
Strange. I mean, we were doing good 2 years ago. The product was getting good. Now we're back to greedy fucking TKO and all that. But
we could do a whole episode.
Well, that'll be a whole episode in itself talking about
TKO and its greed.
It's all about the Monday, as Vince McMahon says.
That could possibly be maybe episode 2 or 3, maybe.
And I mean, it was kind of inevitable, but no one really saw opining for the days of Vince McMahon. But here we are, I think. We're almost there.
I think that's a lot of rose-tinted glasses as well. Because, yes, from an initial looking, yes, that would be great. Vince didn't charge you out the ass to go to a show. But also remember, he had some pretty shitty booking for
he had an iron grip on the booking, and it changed sometimes an hour before the show or during the show.
And there's a lot of things we enjoy now that would be gone if he was back.
Or would have never happened.
Yes.
If anyone remembers 2019 Raw, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
I was at we were at a 2019 Raw. It was just a fun fact. It was the one where they introduced Uzi Hot
to the revived FTR.
That was the day I proclaimed the revival are dead.
Especially when they had it in their balls and they screamed like fucking chicks.
Yeah.
Just to throw back to a popular saying.
Wild card, pal.
Fuck the revival.
Exactly.
Fuck the revival. Right, now they're going to come try to kill us now. Great.
Dax
you guys know.
Dax got a gun.
Named the FTR. You guys know.
Dax don't hurt us. We're just joshing.
We're professionals. We're professionals.
All right, and I personally I concur with you. The product's really weird. I think we're in a weird crossroads here. No pun intended. I think there's got to be something that kicks it back up. Something's got to spark it back up. I don't know what it is.
Saudi.
We've kind of gone away from what happened at WrestleMania with Travis Scott and all that bullshit. So I'm hoping we're distancing ourselves from that. So kind of a clean slate.
Fucking mommy of Travis Scott.
That's something we could talk about another time too. But
damn,
I'm hopeful and optimistic. But that's for now. We're gonna wrap it up here. Can't wait to hope you guys enjoy all this stuff. We're gonna bring you some more episodes. Like I said, TKO could be a whole episode, so you probably might see that here in the near future.
Stay tuned.
A CM Punk debate. Greg. All right, so
keep your ear to the ground for that. And we are Rated R Wrestling Podcast.
Unapologetic and uncensored.
Too hot for radio.